My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
What's up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Natalie, and this is my channel, Music to Makeup. So, today's video I'm super excited for. I have been wanting to do a video like this, but I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, and then I saw that someone made a tag, and I was like, oh, well, that's perfect. I don't have to worry about how to do it because somebody else helped me out. I believe, or the person who created the tag is Angelica. I can't pronounce her last name, but I will link her channel in the description bar below. So it is going to be a small YouTube creator tag, or a small YouTuber or small YouTube channel tag. I am really excited because what I had in my mind of what went into a YouTube channel before I started one is completely different than what it actually is. And I'm just gonna talk about some things like that and why I started my channel, etc. So, if you would like to get to know a little bit more about me and why I started my channel, then keep on watching. And if you do like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Alright, well, let's get into my deepest, darkest secrets. Okay, so there are a few questions that I actually did change and replace with my own because I didn't feel like they really related to me or any experiences I've had yet. And so I will let you know which questions those are, and then I'll tell you which question I replaced it with. There are 14 questions, and the first one is, how many years have you been on YouTube? This upcoming March will be 2 years. Oh my god. Like, that just like really hit me. I've been doing this for 2 years. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. Natalie, do not cry during this video. I'm seriously like the most sensitive person on the planet. I'm an INFJ and I'm a Cancer. I'm gonna do a video about my personality type as well. What was your first video about? So, when I kind of thought of, you know, the concept of a channel, I wanted it to be basically all about like just how to be a bad bitch and how to, you know, accept yourself and be confident and be, you know, just a bad bitch. And in like teaching myself makeup, I bought a lot of different books, and one of the books I bought was this Gemma Kid Makeup Secrets. So I was reading it and going through the looks, and this timeless look of Brigitte Bardot. She's a bad bitch. Like, there's no denying that. And this is actually a really good look. It says, French former model and actress Brigitte Bardot is one of the quintessential sex symbols of the late 1950s and early 1960s. And then it has all the products. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do like an OG bad bitch makeup tutorial. So I did a makeup tutorial of Brigitte Bardot. Don't watch it. It's not dark. But, you know, you have to start somewhere. Okay, number 3. Who is your dream collab? Now, I don't know if they're talking about, like, collab with another YouTuber or collab with, like, a makeup brand. If it was a collab with another YouTuber, it would either Jaclyn Hill or Jeffree Star. I just love Jeffree Star. Like, he actually reminds me a lot of myself. As far as like makeup collaborations, oh, Fenty Beauty, oh my god. If I could work with Rihanna, hell yes. That would be amazing. Oh my god. Okay, number 4. What would it mean to you to make it on YouTube? Okay, there's so many factors that went into me starting a channel. One of them being because I do have a college degree. I am a critical care registered nurse. I actually work in a cardiac care unit. And about a year after I got my nursing license, I severely injured my back. I've had surgeries. I get nerve ablations every 3 months, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to be a nurse for very much longer. I'm barely able to do it now. But I guess the silver lining to that was it forced me to actually ask myself, what makes you happy? What would you want to do if you couldn't do nursing? For me to make it would be to be able to have, financially support myself off of YouTube. I definitely would hope that I would have done a collaboration with a big brand, and I do one day want to have my own makeup line, and I also want to write a book. If I'm able to meet people throughout my YouTube journey that can help me learn more about how pursuing a book deal or something like that, then that would for me mean I made it. Okay, number 5. This seems kind of similar to number 4 to me, but it is, what is your end goal on YouTube? I kind of already answered that. So to have my own makeup line, a book, and just to be able to help you and make this my career. Number 6, what is the hardest part about YouTube? Oh, there are way too many. The hardest part, I would definitely, probably editing. Editing is definitely the most time consuming, not necessarily the most difficult. It's just very time consuming and tedious. And it also depends on what type of video I'm doing. If I'm doing a tutorial, those can take forever. My raw material will be over an hour, and then I edit it down to 15-16 minutes. And those types of videos can take days to edit a video, because there's just so much that goes into it. And it was so hard I had to mentally and emotionally prepare to start this channel for 6 months. I had to do a lot of confidence building and getting used to seeing myself in video and hearing my voice, and just getting comfortable on camera, because I'm a very introverted person. So like I said before, I had originally wanted this channel to be mostly about how to be a bad bitch, but it was so hard for me to just sit and talk like I am now when I was first starting out. It was so much easier to talk about makeup and talk about something besides me and my experiences, or trying whatever it may be. What is the best part about YouTube? There are so many. Because of my personality type, I need to be able to express myself creatively. I basically need to be my own boss. I prefer to be home, but I also like socializing with people. We can come off as extroverts because we do like being around people and helping others, but it drains our energy. So YouTube is a way for me to, talk to others and to help others and to be creative, all while I'm in my living room. And that is just so amazing. And you guys are the best part. Reading your comments, I don't think you guys have can even fathom how much that truly means to me. There have been a few times where I'm why am I even doing this? I'm just wasting my time. My channel's never gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be able to support myself financially off of it, or because another thing that's hard when you don't have many subscribers is I'm not making any money at all. I've been doing this for 2 years for nothing, and I've spent a lot of money trying to improve the quality of my videos, but I did it because they make me happy. And you're not able to use AdSense until you have 1,000 subscribers, or you have to have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months. Well, I don't have either one of those, so I'm not able to make any money off of AdSense. But bonus, you guys don't have to watch ads when you watch my videos. And the comments you guys leave me, like, that's what keeps me going, honestly. So the next two are the ones, or two of the questions I am replacing. They were, what is the funniest comment you've ever gotten? And what is the meanest comment you've ever gotten? I can't think of a comment where it was just like, oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I haven't really gotten any mean comments. I may have gotten a little bit of like passive aggressive rudeness. Alright, so I am replacing them with, what was something you never realized until you started a channel? Number one, I didn't realize how much time and energy it took. Number two, I didn't realize that what you title your videos makes the world of difference. I don't understand the YouTube algorithm, but I have gotten YouTube Buddy, which is amazing, and I know that, like, say I'm gonna do a tutorial and I'm going to use, you know, like, okay, let's say I'm gonna use like the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette, which I do want to use one day, and I decided to title it like, you know, Brown Smoky Eye. You're not gonna get many views with that title. Now, if you are to title it, you know, Too Faced Natural Matte Palette Tutorial, there's a higher, you know, likelihood of your video getting seen. I used to think that a lot of channels were promoting brands because all the videos would be, you know, like a tutorial with this palette. And now I understand why it's like that. But I wish it wasn't like that. I want it to be about the makeup, not the brand. Okay, so the next question that I came up with is, did you tell your family and friends when you started your channel? If so, how did they react? When I had finally decided that I was going to start it, I told my best friend. And whenever I get into something new or start to learn something new or get a new project, whatever it is, I have to plan everything. I have to know everything about everything and plan it before I start. So this little notebook here was most of my YouTube planning. I made up my definitions of what a bad bitch is. Oh, there's more. Oh my god. Oh no, this last page is why I started my channel. Let me just read a couple. Alright, a bad bitch is too concerned with her own goals to worry about who likes her and who doesn't. A bad bitch tries to understand others and steps out of their comfort zone and try to understand different perspectives instead of judging someone. A bad bitch has a wide variety of friends. Her social circle includes people of all ages, races, and backgrounds. A bad bitch knows that a diverse group of friends and experiences is the key to personal growth and development. Don't judge a person based on the color of their skin, but their character. I told my best friend, and I was planning things out. I would talk with her about it, and she was very supportive. My mom, I tried to tell her a couple times, maybe after I'd been doing it for 6 months. It wasn't until I'd been doing it maybe over a year that she she watched the video. Now she watches every single one of them, and Mom, you don't have to watch every single one of them. Please. But one thing I have noticed is that it will tell you a lot about someone's intentions. Especially if you're dating, I don't bring it up right away, but when I do bring it up, I'll bring it up once, and if they don't ask anything further, I'll let it slide. Be like, okay, maybe, you know, they don't realize how important it is to me. But if I bring it up again and they don't show any interest in it, it honestly shows me that they don't have any interest in me. You know, like my true friends, which I only have like a couple close friends, when I showed them, you know, my video, like when I told them about my channel, you know, they were supportive and wanted to see it. And my friend, what's up, girl? My friend just recently started a channel, and I think I've been supportive. I've watched every video she's uploaded so far, and I've just come to learn that will show you someone's intentions. The people who didn't ask any further questions or show any interest in it, eventually I found out that they didn't have the best of intentions. Number 10, what other subject matter could you create a YouTube channel about? I could create a YouTube channel on nursing. In nursing school, there are a lot of skills check-offs you have to do, like central line dressing change, or, you know, like tracheostomy suctioning, or etc., etc. And there are a lot of videos of people who, you know, show you how to do that, so nursing students can watch it and learn and practice. So that is definitely something that I could do. But I just think my path is in using my personal experiences and a lot of the hardships I've gone through to help others with similar struggles. It would have been really easy for me to do a nursing channel because that's what, you know, I've been doing that for a while, and I, you know that very well. And a lot of people need those videos and watch those videos. But I wanted to help other people, but I wanted the videos to make me happy and help me as well. Why did you start a YouTube channel? I mean, I've answered it a couple different parts of it already, and I have it right here. I started this channel to help women become a bad bitch so they can empower other women, especially others with low self-esteem, and to show them how to recognize their self-sabotaging behavior, change it, and become the bad bitch they were born to be. 2, help others by sharing my experiences and the lessons I have learned. Number 3, help anyone who deals with depression, anxiety, self-doubt, insecurity, or unhappiness by teaching them the steps I took in order to take control of my life and start living my life for myself. 5, teach women the importance of self-discovery, putting themselves first, knowing what they really want, and setting goals. 5, help others practice introspection in order to uncover what is preventing them from being successful and tips on changing those behaviors. Can discover their unique style and have confidence and charisma. Number 9, live their life for themselves and not have any regrets. Oh, I think I ripped the second page out. Damn it. So a bad bitch doesn't judge each other. They spend their time talking about books, movies, current events, and ideas rather than worry about what the popular people are doing or what's on trend. I think it's so bizarre that we idolize celebrities the way we do. A bad bitch understands that looks are everything. Looks don't matter if you don't know who you are or what you want. A bad bitch knows her confidence is intimidating and it will attract haters. A bad bitch has boundaries and won't put up with anyone mistreating her. But anyways, I started this channel to help others and help myself. It's something I had wanted to do for so long. Like, this is so perfect for me. I'm able to be like, you know, at home in my comfort space, but still be able to help each other or help others and to express myself creatively as well. Alright, the next question I changed as well. What video are you most embarrassed by? There is a lot of videos I'm embarrassed by, but I don't want to talk about them. So let me go to my question. You know what? 91% of women say they're dissatisfied with the way they look. That's horrible. That's what I want to change. So, is YouTube a hobby or a possible future career? This is definitely, hopefully, a possible future career. My goal, and I think the key to happiness, is to do something you love and be able to make a living off of it. And I love doing this. So to be able to make a living off of it would be the best thing ever. Alright, number 13. What video are you most proud of? I think I'm gonna have to say it's my Women Who Love Too Much video. Even though I did a lot of reading from the book, for me to open up about a lot of the things I opened up about was very hard for me, but it was also very therapeutic. It helped me release a lot of those negative, emotions that I had built up. And just everyone's comments and support made me feel like I wasn't alone. Number 14. What is your first YouTube memory? Well, I have two that stand out to me. The first one is kind of how I got so into makeup, because for like the majority of my life, I, was like focused on school and then nursing school, and it's just something that I never really got into. And I was going to a friend's birthday party, and I'd always bought makeup from MAC. I mean, I would wear foundation, but that was about it. I didn't know how to put makeup on. I didn't know the extent, that makeup could go. And so I went there to get her a present, and I'm like, since I'm gonna be spending money, like I might as well get a makeover as well. So she used this palette. I think I still have one of them. Let me see. It was this MAC Brown Luxe Volux Pearl Fusion Shadow. And like, they're not the best shadows, like looking back. And these pans, like, you can't even get anything. They're so skinny. But anyways, she used this, and I was just amazed at how she used all the different colors and where she put them and the looks she created, like how much of a difference it was, like just by a certain combination of colors. Like, it was just mind-blowing to me. So I bought a palette, and I went home and I searched like all over YouTube, trying to find a way to recreate like what she had done on me, and there was like nothing. But that's one of them. That's kind of like when I became obsessed. And then a few years later, I remember I was watching, I had gotten a lot better at makeup, and I was watching a video, a makeup tutorial, and my mom was like, why don't you start a channel? And I remember thinking, not only thinking this, I believed this. I was like, I could never do that. I believed that so much. It wasn't even, like, starting a YouTube channel, like, wasn't even a possibility in my mind. Not until, when was that? Like 3 years later. But it's crazy how, once you change your beliefs, how many possibilities open up. Alright guys, so that is the small YouTuber or small YouTube creator tag. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you get to know me a little bit better. And let me know your thoughts, opinions, anything in the comments. I love when you guys leave comments. Please leave them. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Line torture with a bancer. I ain't press her over a bancer. Give her a ticket, sir. She's a fan, sir. Can't keep her man off my Instagram, sir. New slaves, but I'm still the master. I'm whipping spoons to make them go faster. Line torture with a bancer. I ain't press her over a bancer. Give her a ticket, sir. She's a fan, sir. Can't keep her man off my Instagram, sir. New slaves, but I'm still the master. I'm whipping spoons to make them go faster.